favorite, I certainly don't mind the Predators. I don't really have a horse in this race. In the East, I'm actually rooting for the team that beat the Rangers, the Senators, because I hate the Penguins more
We
than
hate the Penguins. Penguins should just move to Boston. Don't they just feel like a Boston
Yeah,
team?
they really do. But I hate the Bruins too, and maybe it's the similar coloring. I don't know. Maybe I'm just anti black and yellow.
Shouldn't Marchand just join the? They should just join together.
Yeah,
the Bruins and the Penguins.
It'd be the perfect hatred.
You get that new team in the West, the
Nucleus.
Las Vegas
Golden Knights. The worst name ever. You have an opportunity to make a new name, pick something cool.
I'm pretty sure I could think of
Golden Knights. That sounds fun.
I could think of worse names than the Golden Knights.
Oh, like the Washington Wizards, because that's a pretty terrible name.
Wizards are pretty cool. Like the Cardinal. It's a tree, Stanford. It's a tree. What are you doing? It's a tree. The Gauchos.
I always thought they were named after the bird. They're
No.
named after the tree. Oh,
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
The Gauchos, the Banana Slugs. You got options.
Banana Slugs is a name?
Yeah, UC. I think it's UC Santa Cruz.
Oh my god.
Well, we're gonna do an entire episode
Where
dedicated.
even is Santa Cruz? Is it just somewhere nice
California.
where they just don't care?
Yeah, University of California, Santa Cruz.
Banana Slugs.
Yeah, so we're gonna get to an episode where we talk about our favorite sports names. That might be an honorable mention. That's not gonna crack my top 5, but that would definitely be an honorable mention. So
You're gonna have to provide me with some of these when we do that, by the way, because I apparently have not been in the know of what these amazing team names are.
Just research. Just go through Wikipedia and look at lists of every mascot in college sports.
Are there any sexual harassment pandas?
No, no, I don't think so. But
that makes me sad.
But there's the Golden Hurricane, which is like a powerful golden shower, I think.
Oh man, I'm not gonna comment on. I'm sure people can make the obvious reference to a recent golden shower in the government or something.
President.
What? Who said that?
Anyways. So
back to the topic at hand after this long diversion.
You're picking the Predators to beat the Ducks.
Yes, I think based on what I've seen in playoff performances so far, I think they're proving that they are worthy of getting to the cup and possibly hoisting it. I think it's gonna either way be 7 games on that side. I think these two teams are pretty evenly matched, and the Ducks could certainly take it as well. It's going to be a fun one.
I think the Ducks have a good chance to win this, but I've been saying this the whole time. The Predators just smell like the Kings from a few years ago, where they won the first series 4-1, then swept the second series, won the third series 4-1, and then beat the Devils 4-2 in the Stanley Cup Finals. Mm-hmm. It just reeks of that, and I think the Predators are going to win it. Probably win it all, which stinks because I like Erik Karlsson a lot. I'd like to see him win.
I hope it's Senators versus whoever's in the West. That's
it's definitely gonna be someone whoever's in the West.
We get rid of the Penguins, and I can live with the rest of that result. I would take the Senators hoisting the cup if it means the Penguins won't.
Deal.
Preferably because I'm still butthurt with the Senators for beating the Rangers. I might prefer someone in the West, but I'm not going to hold that too much against them. They outplayed us, and they deserve to be in this round, and hopefully they can take our place and stop the Penguins.
Yeah, let's hope that they do, because like I said, the Boston Penguins, not a fan. I'm just going to call them that from now on. Although I don't like the city of Pittsburgh either. I don't like the state of Pennsylvania. But
all of Pennsylvania, go screw yourselves. Dan Snyder.
Yeah, Pennsylvania is the new Canada for me. But
they have a much larger love of guns than I think Canada, but maybe not by far.
Yeah.
You're in the outback of Canada, and you gotta deal with some meese, the plural moose, I think. I don't know if that's true.
I think it's just moose.
I call him Meese. I hope it's Meese.
It's just moose? She loves moose. She being my wife, Christine.
Moose and Meese.
Yeah, Moose and
Muhammad.
They're
definitely not Moose. They're
Moose and Muhammad.
Yeah.
She being my wife, Christine, a.k.a. the editor of Dan and Tony Sports. So, prediction, I said I think I keep getting the names wrong, and this is really irritating. Not the Sabres, the Predators. I think the Predators are going to win it all.
You think they're going to win it all?
I think they're going to win it all.
Okay, I think they're going to go to the Cup. I think it's going to be them Penguins. The hopeful part of me says them. The rational part of me says Penguins, just because they've been, very dominant the past few years and could certainly take it from anybody.
Right, because when you win the championship the year before, you're the champ until you're beat.
Right.
Understandable. Now, hopefully we are all correct. Tony as well. We all hate the Penguins.
Yes.
So we're going to leave it at that, and we're going to go straight forward into the NBA. But before we do that, I do just have one thing I want to say. Dan and Tony Sports has this friend Jason who lives in Australia. He does a podcast called I've Got More to Say podcast. It's really fun to listen to. It's just basically a lot of him ranting and talking about things all the time. Occasionally he does like top 5 lists as well. Most of his stuff isn't about sports. So when you're done listening to Dan Tony Sports, head on over to I've Got More to Say podcast and check it out. He's a real good guy, and he's got the Australian accent, which is awesome. Anyways, now let's get straight into
the accent just makes me want to go listen right away. But yeah.
Into the
NBA.
NBA. So we're going to start, before we get into the playoffs, with the NBA draft lottery.
Which is happening in exactly 2 minutes, I believe. Or
Moments.
That might just be when coverage starts, I hope. I hope it starts on time, but
just moments away, we will be watching the draft lottery. We both have very different opinions on our favorite team and what we want to see them do. My opinion is very different from everyone else's opinion as well. So the Knicks, currently in 7th place. Most likely result is they will stay in 7. But there's a chance, very small chance, but a chance that we could see them in the top 3. 5.8% chance that they get a top 3 pick. And if they get a top 3 pick, they're going to make the biggest mistake the franchise has ever seen, and that is drafting LeVar Ball.
You mean, well...
I don't mean Lonzo.
But
Lonzo will be the player, but they're getting LeVar.
They're getting LeVar, which is... it's a little horrifying. I think Lonzo is going to be a very good NBA player, but that kind of drama in this city, because his father seems to be, a few screws.
A few crayons short of a full box?
Yeah, there we go. I was looking for someone, I was getting them all confused. I had marbles and screws, and maybe I've got a couple of marbles missing, I don't know.
Yeah.
It would explain a lot. But, yeah, LeVar, with all this, he wants $1 billion deal with Nike or something.
Well, he wants $1 billion deal for his 3 sons, which isn't ridiculously crazy when you think about that's $333 million each child.
Yeah,
which
if they were all
isn't the most ridiculous.
If they're all going to be NBA stars, but so far Lonzo's the only one that looks like he's going to be there. His second son looks like he might have some potential.
Well, he's going to UCLA next season. He starts at UCLA next season.
You think he's going to start? I think he's going to come off the bench.
No, I think he's going to end up being a starter.
Okay, we'll see. But then the third son is a big question mark. How old's the kid?
15?
Yeah.
They're going to be 15, I think. I don't remember.
And I haven't heard a ton of promise about him. I don't know. Maybe, with all these extra resources from his especially his eldest brother, he would certainly, you'd expect, get some extra training, and maybe, but to ask for it now, to demand it now, is ridiculous. You can demand that once.
He's not demanding it now. He's saying that when all 3 of his sons are
then
pro,
why is he turning down all these endorsements and all these potential deals?
Because he wants Big Baller Brand to be the deal. He wants someone to take on Big Baller. He doesn't just want Lonzo to be the guy. He wants Lonzo. He wants LaMelo. He wants the other one.
I hate this brand name too. It sounds like something like a marketing guy from like 2005 came up with, and he's just never given it up. Big Baller brand.
It reminds me.
Where are we? When are we? Are we back in? What was it, Jim Jones singing "Ballin'"?
Ballin'. It reminds me of "And One," like the shoes "And One."
But that's like it's short enough, and one, plays happen enough on the court that I think it's got a little bit more staying power, even though the shoes probably weren't worth it.
They were garbage. They were $80 pairs of garbage.
Well, at least they're not $500 pairs of garbage. That's what I say.
So here's the deal with the $500. It is really expensive to manufacture your own stuff. So they've got to test the market, make sure they're going to get people to buy. If they can get people to buy at the $500, when they're able to secure distribution, secure manufacturing company and all that, because you got to remember, they don't have as much money now as they will soon. So they'll be able to drive those costs down. Realistically, if Big Baller brand ends up getting picked up by, let's just say Reebok decides, you know what, we want Big Baller brand to be a subsidiary of Reebok. Those shoes will be down to $225.
Which is still ridiculous, but I guess it's more in the realm. But again, those are shoes that you sell for people that have proved themselves in the NBA. Those are Jordans. Those are LeBrons. Those are, well, even Curry's aren't that much. Curry's are
it's because Under Armour's refusing to sell for as much as Nike will.
Yeah, well, I mean, they also designed Curry's last shoes as like the Curry Suburban Dad 3s or something. That's what they look like.
But Curry nurses.
Yeah. Probably very good walking shoes. I don't know about basketball. I haven't tried them out, though, to be fair. But that's the deal you get when you've proven yourself that you're at least all-star, if not superstar level in the NBA. He hasn't played an NBA game yet, and you're trying to say he's worth all this?
As much as I hate to say it, within 2 years he's going to be an all-star. Within 2 years.
There's been tons of draft busts before. There will continue to be draft busts. I'm not betting on anything until I see it proven.
There's one thing that he will be able to do in the NBA that is going to get him to be an all-star status. Passing the ball. He is very good at distributing the ball.
So is Rondo.
Rondo
you don't see Rondo's shoes selling very well?
It's because Rondo's shoes, because he doesn't market. He's got a poor attitude.
So does LeVar.
Well, LeVar has a poor attitude, but not Lonzo.
Lonzo's not doing anything to show that he's got any better of an attitude.
Do you talk back to your dad?
Yeah, now.
Now that I'm a man. But no, I don't think what they're doing is wrong. I think Lonzo Ball is going to be an all-star probably the first year.
And that's when he can sell his stupid named shoes.
And I mean,
that's when he can sell them for a ridiculous price tag, and stupid people will buy them.
Stupid people
but
already have bought them.
They're selling more than the freaking Yeezys right now, which are like $400 or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you have this, but LeVar Ball got the best shoes in the world. Shout out to Kanye.
Oh man.
Anyways, that was quite a little tangent. So if they get the first 3 picks,
but yeah, I don't want Lonzo because of all of that conversation. Someone else can have that conversation ad infinitum on another team.
Who do you want?
I want Fultz if we can get that top pick. If not, I like Fox a lot. I know Fox is your favorite.
Give me number 6, pick 6 or 7, because you'll have worst case scenario. You'll get Malik Monk. If that's your worst case scenario, congratulations. And then I guess there's this French guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Nidalinka or whatever.
Yeah, close enough.
I'm hearing good things. He's apparently pretty high. He's like top 5 for the Knicks board right now.
Yeah.
We seem to love Euro players, and
it's worked out a couple times. I mean,
we got Willie Hernan Gomez and Porzingis and
Mindaugas Kuzminskis.
Yeah, whatever that one was.
But that's a fun name to say.
I love Kuz.
But it's also proven to be really, really bad In the past, I mean,
Bargnani was
Andrea Bargnani wasn't that bad.
I hated him when he came to the Knicks. I'll tell you that. First round pick for that garbage. The Knicks front office has been, as much